Playoffs?
Yes, Jalen, we are talking about playoffs, baby. Welcome into Friday Night Lights, everyone. I'm Chaz Messman.
And I'm Jalen Fong. Tonight, the San Diego section kicked off their playoffs with numerous Valley teams in action.
The Central Spartans came into the postseason red hot, winning 5 straight, including their second bell game in a row over Brawley last week.
The Spartans' 14-7 win helped see head coach Ricky Pena won Coach of the Week honors this past Friday.
Central came into the first round of the Division II playoffs as the number 6 seed, and they hosted the number 11 seed East Lake Titans at Cal Jones Field earlier tonight. Opening drive of the game on 4th and 1, Nico Viesca out of the Wildcat gets it, and he dives forward for the first down for Central. Later in the drive, Luis Jimenez is going to try and set up the screen, but that's going to be tipped, and that's intercepted by Luke Schwenke. The Spartan defense would force a punt, though, so on the following drive for Central, this is Jimenez rolling out, and he's going to hit Emiliano Morales. Morales makes a move, follows a blocker, and has a first down on a gain of 18. Very next play, Viesca on the carry, but that one hits the ground, and East Lake recovers it. Turnovers were really hurting Central throughout the day in this one, but their defense came to play. That's Morales and Jared Martin stuffing the ball carrier on the tackle. Second quarter now, Kingston Scharf takes the handoff. He's going to power through that tackle and get a big gain for the Titans. That's a first down. Later in the drive, though, mistake on the snap, and it's going to be recovered by Isaiah Aguirre. Defensive battle throughout this one, and in the end, Central would escape 14-13 after stopping East Lake on a 2-point conversion attempt with a second to go. Central will travel to play La Jolla in the quarterfinals.
Now to Shimamoto Simpson Stadium, where the Tigers are taking on the Valley Center Jaguars in the first round of the Division III playoffs. Starting off in the first quarter, 0-0 Tigers 3rd and 10 as Jaden Ayala steps back. He's throwing it long to Giovanni Robles, who snags it midair and comes up just 1 yard short of the first down. Tigers make their way over to the Jags' 24-yard line. Ayala slings it wide to Mario Gaxola, and he is brought down to the 14 for another first down for the Tigers. Imperial ends up going for a field goal on 4th and 9, putting them up 3-0. Jags on 3rd and 8 now as Braylon Mitchell runs out of the pocket, throwing it to the big boy, Kevin Garcia. He takes many Tigers down with him to the 27 for the Jags. Valley Center punts on 4th down as we are in the second quarter. Tigers on 2nd and 7. Ayala down the middle to Robles, and off a Jaguar. He stays it with the bobble and is able to reel it in. On the 34-yard line now, Ayala finds it to no other than Robles once again. He does not disappoint for another first down. And now on 3rd down, Ayala is going to go for it. Can Robles do it again? And the ball is snagged, but it's out of bounds. He's upset, but it's okay because the Tigers would take the W 16-14 and advance to the Division III quarterfinals.
Coming up next, we have more CIF playoff action, including the top seed in Division 5. Stay tuned after this TV timeout.
You're watching Friday Night Lights on News 11. Go Tigers!
Somebody say holiday. It's the holiday. This year gonna be better than last year. It's the holiday. Take a look under the tree. Somebody say, what do I see? It's the holiday. Listen up, you don't want to miss this. Somebody say holiday. It's the holidays.
Exceptional Community Hospital Yuma is now open 24/7 to provide concierge care with private inpatient rooms that accommodate family members and emergency services that include an in-house lab, pharmacy, CT and X-ray imaging suites, and board-certified physicians with a short wait time. Exceptional accepts all private and government insurance. You deserve exceptional health care.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
NPG of Yuma is looking for a technical director. If you have basic computer skills, are 18 or older, thrive in a high-paced environment, and have nerves of steel, we're looking for someone to direct live news broadcasts, live cut-ins, and pre-produced news segments. You'll be directing the best on-air personalities in the business to provide the best local news coverage in the Desert Southwest. Apply at kyma.com today. FNL, sponsored by Southwest Turf and Rock.
Welcome back to FNL. Both Calexico schools, Vincent Memorial and Calexico, battled out in the Battle of the Border last week and now find themselves in the thick of the playoff hunt.
To Berger Field we go, where it was star quarterback Jacobo Elias and the number 1 seeded Vincent Memorial Scots as they begin their quest for a Division V title against the 8 seeded Valhalla Horsemen. First down, or that's 2nd and 10 now for Vincent, and they're going to dump it to Roberto Carranza. He's going to make a man miss and bring it in. That's a gain of about 15 yards and a first down. First down now on the Norseman 31-yard line. Elias takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Make a nice juke move there. Makes another one. Stiff arms a man before being brought down on a gain of 7. Later, the Scots would try and go for it on 4th down. Elias is going to fire it deep over the middle, and it's going to be Oscar Garza for the touchdown. What a catch, and the Scots are on the board. Make it 7-0 after the extra point. Scots back here after they force the punt. Elias is going to decide to have to scramble and keep this one himself, showing off those legs once again, weaving his way through the Valhalla defense, and that's another big gain there for the Scots. Later in the drive, they go for it on 4th down once again, and let's see if the gamble pays off. Oh, yes, it does. Jackpot, baby, as Mr. Brett Musburger would say. That's a touchdown, Miguel Ruiz. Make it 14-0 Scots after the extra point. Vincent would cruise to an opening round win in this one. They will take it 42-15, and they're going to take on the winner of Hoover and Monte Vista next week.
And now heading down over to Warfield in Calexico, where the Bulldogs are looking to advance to the quarterfinals as they take on the Escondido Cougars in the first round of the Division IV playoffs. On the first offensive play of the game, Bulldogs quarterback Roberto Montejano hands it off to Luis Angelo Acala for a major gain where he is finally down at the Cougars' 5-yard line. What an amazing run to kick off that game. 2 plays down, 3rd and short. Montejano takes the ball to the end zone with a run up the middle, making it 6-0 Bulldogs. Ezekiel McIntyre for the Cougars finds a wide open Josh Gonzalez for the touchdown pass. They take the lead 7-6 now. Cougars on a scoring for a 2nd consecutive touchdown. 1st and goal as Caden Thompson finds Gonzalez once again, making it 14-6. 2nd and short now for the Cougars as Thompson hands it off to running back Friday Pollard. He's always ready on Friday, of course, for their 3rd consecutive touchdown, 21-6 Cougars. Now, after some early struggles, the Bulldogs are able to get some positive action as receiver Leo Canchola takes the big handoff for a huge gain. The Bulldogs would end up losing this one with a final of 37-21 as they are out of the Division IV playoffs. Cougars improve and now make it to the next round.
You're watching Friday Night Lights on News 11. Go Hawks!
California the streets were paved with gold, and when they came here they found that the gold was dirt.
The Desert Southwest is home to so much history, and there's one place that cultivates the stories that led us to who we are.
I'm very proud of this museum and proud of the history of the Imperial Valley.
Jackie Aguilar uncovers the events, the culture, and the future of the Pioneer Museum, Wednesday the 8th at 5 p.m. There's only one local newscast where local sports stars are the real star of the show.
FNL's back, baby.
Friday nights at 10:15.
Only on News 11.
See which school will take home this week's FNL Play of the Week.
Only on News 11. Friday nights at 10:15.
You got the news, Mom?
See, it's all about them. And like they said, it's only Friday nights on Friday Night Lights, right here on News 11 at 10:15. Sponsored by Southwest Turf and Rock.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi at an amazing value.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999.
And this is big. Ta-da! Zumo Streambox.
Now add Spectrum TV to upgrade to Spectrum One Stream and get a Zumo Streambox free for 12 months.
It brings together all the entertainment I want in one place. And this voice remote lets me search across live TV and my favorite streaming apps so I can find exactly what I want, fast and easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Zumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
My hot take? This is like nothing you've used before.
NPG of Yuma El Centro has an immediate opening for a multimedia journalist. We're looking for an articulate multimedia journalist with good camera presence and a firm grasp of current events. The candidate must have strong news judgment and solid writing and video skills, able to get news covered, get it on the air, and maintain a smooth delivery. The candidate we choose must be able to shoot and edit his or her own material. When applying for this position, please go to kyma.com.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights, everyone. While teams in the Imperial Valley are into the playoff runs and trying to make a run towards some championships, the Yuma County schools are trying to wrap up their regular season here today.
Yes, and one local school was at home tonight, hoping to build on some momentum into next season. To Veterans Memorial Stadium, where the Gila Ridge Hawks honored their seniors in their final home game as they played host to the Independence Patriots, looking to stay in the 4A section playoff race. First off, quarterback Steven Navas will hand the ball off to Rashawn Keel, who's able to eat up a good chunk of yards on the ground, gain of 27 yards to midfield. Nava now in shotgun as he's going to throw the ball deep, looking for Presley Cavett, and just overshoots the intended receivers. Hawks are forced to punt. Opening possession for the Patriots as Chance Ogle does a little shimmy and gets past the linebacker for a first down. Next play, Patriots quarterback Armani Cruz with a quick slant to A.J. Horbert, able to stop on a dime and cut it back towards the outside. Independence now in Hawk territory as Cruz rolls out to the right and is able to put the ball just out of reach of Cavett into the hands of Jimmy Candidate for a touchdown. Next Hawks possession as Navas is going to find Cavett on a short route. He's able to gain a couple of yards and march into Patriots territory. Now Navas with the quick pump fake, looking for a deep shot to the end zone, but the ball would just sail out of bounds of the intended receiver. Unfortunate. The Hawks' promising drive would end on this sack by Jerry Washington on fourth down. Independence in the end would keep their slim playoff hopes alive, winning by a final of 47-8.
Now we go to our out-of-town scoreboard and a top three showdown of two of the best teams in AIA 4A. Yuma Catholic with a big win over rivals Northwest Christian, 24-10. They continue their undefeated season. And then Cibola, tough loss for them. They lost to Raymond S. Kellis 35-0. Turn the page, boys.
Southwest ends their season with a loss to number 2 seed Sweetwater over in National City, 44-20. And Brawley ends their season with a heartbreaking 24-yard field goal by the kicker for Bishops, 23-21. They end their season off with the record of 8-3.
FNL Play of the Week, sponsored by All Play Synthetic Lawns and Landscaping.
And for our play of the week, we go back to Shimamoto Simpson Stadium and this spectacular catch from Gennaro Robles. Look at that catch one more time off of the deflection to himself, Chaz.
I mean, hey, the concentration on that is extremely impressive. One-handed, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what a catch. That is our play of the week. Now we're going to go to our helmet props. Jalen, who are you going with this week?
You know what? You got to go for one of the best schools here in the Valley, Central. They were able to eke out a 1-point win over Eastlake. Eastlake's a very tough opponent. Usually plays in Division I. Now is in Division II this year. They go for the win for the 2-point conversion with 1 second to go. Central is able to stop them, and they advance to the quarterfinals.
Yep, and I think no surprise here with mine. I'm going with the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. And you know what? They get a helmet to put on because they're undefeated through the regular season. They're going to be the #1 overall seed in 4A, and they have a really good chance to try and win a state championship and bring it back.
I'm glad that
County.
you're able to fit that helmet on your head.
Yeah, no, we have no padding, so we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about the helmets there. But we got a few minutes before we take it to the end, and let's talk a little bit of playoffs. Holtville, Division 5 AA, had the bye week this week.
They're either going to play The Rock or Maranatha. It's looking like it's going to be The Rock Academy, but it's essential. They're going to have just that one home game before they play a championship game, possibly either against Tri-City or against Army-Navy. It's going to be very tough for them, but you know they have a team with a bunch of moxie. They've had 2 come-from-behind victories from between Vincent and against Palo Verde to clinch the league. They're playing just on fire right now, and Coach Jason Turner just has that team rolling.
Absolutely, and as soon as Alonzo Cuevas took over at the quarterback position, they've just been on fire.
He's only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore, so a lot of room to grow. Moving on, let's go over to Vincent Memorial. Division 5, they're the top seed, getting going early on. That offense, we know what they can do. How do you like their chances going forward?
You know what? Another #1 seed for the Valley schools. It's going to be very impressive what Coach David Wong has for the second round. Again, another team that doesn't have to do a whole lot. It's only an 18 bracket for Division 5, so they're going to only have one more win before going to a championship game. And you know, Jacobo Leas wants to end off his career with the championship for the Scots.
And let's talk about Imperial Tigers, Division 3.
Coach David Shaw got a win. He finally got a win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of heartbreak over the past couple of years. Last year, of course, losing in overtime to Bishops, the team that defeated Brawley this year, coincidentally, on the same field. They were able to eke out that same win. Of course, they beat Valley Center by 3 earlier in the year. Able to eke out a 2-point win against them. Able to relax some of those demons, and now they have a tough Fallbrook team next week. Fallbrook is a team that lost to Palo Verde from back-to-back years. So will 3 years be the same recipe for Fallbrook losing to a Valley team in the playoffs?
It's definitely possible. And for Imperial, I mean, they've been doing really well offensively. Today they got it done with the air. Last week they got it done pounding the rock. And then before we go, Central. The defense. Coach Pena talked about it in our pregame interview. This team is built on defense, and they did it once again tonight, holding their opponents to only 2 touchdowns. They did it last week, holding Brawley's offense to only 7 points. Jared Martin and those boys are just absolutely rolling, and it's going to be a tough out against La Jolla, but they are going to have to score some points.
You know what? La Jolla has a very high-powered offense, and they're very well coached, and they have that championship pedigree. So it's going to be interesting to see how they translate and make that trip over to La Jolla. But, don't count out the Spartans. They have that pedigree as well. They've been in some big-time games, being in semifinals just last year. So we'll see if they're able to go and get that upset over in La Jolla next week.
And then back to the Arizona side, Yuma Catholic, most likely going to be the only Yuma school to make it to the AIA playoffs. And this is a team built on offense, completely opposite to Central. I mean, Nash Ott, Tate Ford, all these guys, they can't seem to stop scoring every points, and they have to be the favorites going in to the 4A playoffs this season.
And the best thing is that every team from Phoenix is going to have to go and travel to Yuma to take them down. So that's going to be a big ask for anyone, not only playing Yuma Catholic, but making that road trip and facing that vaunted crowd that Yuma Catholic is known
Ricky
for.
Gwynn Stadium has one of the best home atmospheres we have here in the Desert Southwest. We now take our victory formation and send a cap to you guys, our viewers. Also, thank you to our GM, Dave Miller, News Director, Ernesto Romero, our sponsors, all of our shooters, Luis Lopez, Vanessa Gongora, and Eduardo Morales. And big fist bump to our director, Zach Williams, who's pushing all the right things, making us look and sound so good as we do. And thank you guys so much for joining.